Beloved soul, I come to you not with judgment, but with a trembling urgency from the heart of heaven. You who have been searching for love, for the belonging, for a safe place to lay your soul, you are being spoken to now, because the one who stands closest to your heart may not be what they seem. Someone has been allowed near you under the guise of love, but their true assignment was never to uplift you. Their presence was a test to a spiritual snare dressed in charm, cloaked in false comfort, and carefully timed illusion. Heaven has been watching. Your angels have stood by as your heart opened wide, even when your instincts screamed in silence. You gave them the benefit of the doubt. You gave them your prayers, your time, your tears. But now, the veil is being lifted, and this message reaches you as divine intervention. Someone with the initial manipulator, a soul operating under deception, was never sent to love you. They were sent to dominate, to drain, to mold you into a shadow of your former self. And heaven can no longer stay silent. You need to understand, this person studied you. Not to admire, not to cherish, but to conquer. They observed the very places in your heart that still needed healing, and instead of nurturing them, they used your wounds as footholds. They mirrored your dreams because they knew it would make you feel understood. They echoed your words so you'd feel seen. They pretended to walk with God so you would feel spiritually safe. But every gesture was calculated. Every compliment, rehearsed. Every gift, a leash. You were not weak. You were sincere. You were honest in your love, and that honesty became a target. The brighter your light, the more they needed to dim it to feel in control. So they began their subtle work of gaslighting, minimizing your emotions, planting seeds of doubt. Making you feel crazy when your intuition rose up. Telling you it was your fault when things turned cold. And all the while, heaven was grieving for you. Because the pain you endured in silence became louder than your laughter. But now, your angels are no longer just watching, they're stepping in. This message is not a coincidence. This is your spiritual wake-up call. A heavenly alarm. You are being pulled back to yourself before you lose any more of your soul to a connection that was meant to distract you from your destiny. You were not sent here to survive on crumbs of affection. You were not sent to be manipulated by someone who disguises control as protection. You were created to thrive in real love, the kind that feels like peace, not confusion. Joy, not fear. You've been walking on eggshells. Monitoring your tone. Holding your breath. Wondering when the next explosion will come. Love should not feel like a war zone. A relationship should not require you to lose pieces of yourself just to keep the other person happy. That is not love. That is bondage with a sweet perfume. And heaven is speaking now because you're ready. You've outgrown this cycle. Your discernment has matured. That inner voice you keep second-guessing? It's divine. That discomfort in your chest? It's not anxiety. It's revelation. You are being given the eyes to see clearly, and what you see may hurt, but it will also heal. Because truth, though painful, is the beginning of your freedom. The manipulator may wear many masks. They may cry when you pull away. They may beg, promise, threaten, or play the victim. They may even do something grand to win you back. But don't be deceived by temporary change. A performance is not repentance. A moment of kindness does not undo a pattern of harm. They know how to act when they feel you slipping a wire, but your soul knows the difference between a partner and a puppeteer. You are not imagining the manipulation. You are not too sensitive. You are not broken. You are awakening. This is your sign to stop trying to fix what keeps breaking you and stop bargaining with potential that never turns into anything real. You've been praying, asking heaven for clarity, and here it is. You've been begging for confirmation, and now it's right in front of you. The storm you've been feeling inside, the restlessness, the ache in your chest, the constant confusion is not weakness or failure. It's your spirit fighting back. It's your soul pushing against the cage it was never meant to live in. It's heaven's way of waking you up, reminding you that you were not created to settle for almost, for maybe, for someday. Your worth was never meant to be a debate. You are not here to shrink yourself so someone else can feel big. You are not here to give all your love only to be met with silence, confusion, and control. Real love doesn't twist your dreams into something manageable. Real love doesn't ask you to give up who you are. Real love doesn't dim your light, it helps you shine brighter. Real love does not leave you second-guessing yourself every day. It brings peace. It brings clarity. It brings protection. Heaven is telling you, very clearly, that it's time to walk away. Not with anger. Not to hurt anyone. But because you are finally choosing wisdom. You are choosing peace. You are choosing yourself. You don't need to explain. You don't need to justify. You don't need to convince anyone that your pain was real. You just need to rise. You just need to take your power back. Not to prove anyone wrong, but to finally get your life back. You don't have to shout. You don't need revenge. You are not weak for leaving, or you are strong for finally realizing that you deserve more. You are not alone. Even when it feels like no one sees the truth, even when it feels like you are walking into the unknown, you are being guided. The same angels who comforted you in your silent tears are now standing at the gates of your future, ready to help you walk through. You are protected in ways you cannot even imagine. This is not the end of your story. This is the beginning of your healing. This is the chapter where you stop surviving and start living. Where you stop trying to be enough for people who were never meant to receive your light. Where you stop begging to be chosen and start choosing yourself. Where you stop dancing around truth to make others comfortable and finally say, no more. This is where you rise from the ashes. This is where you stop repeating the same painful patterns and start building a life based on truth, peace, and purpose. And yes, there will be pain. There will be lonely moments. There will be days when you miss the illusion, the comfort, the familiarity. You will remember the laughter, the promises, the plans. You will miss the version of them they showed you at the beginning. But remember, that version was not real. That version was built to keep you in place. To keep you hoping. to keep you small. Your heart is allowed to ache. But don't let that ache lie to you. Those feelings are echoes. They are not signs to go back. They are the sounds of your healing stretching. Let them pass through. Let them hurt, but don't let them fool you. Don't return to a cage just because it's decorated nicely. Don't give up your future just to stay where you're used to. Don't trade your destiny for chains that look like comfort. You were never hard to love. You were just given love with a hidden cost. You were given attention with strings. You were given promises without protection. Now you are being offered something higher. Something sacred. You are being offered healing. You are being offered truth. You are being offered wholeness. But it starts with one decision, to trust what your soul already knows. Deep down, you already see the truth. You've seen it in their words, their actions, their silence. You've seen it in the way you keep questioning yourself. You've seen it in the way you stopped recognizing yourself just to keep the peace. But peace built on pretending is not peace. It's just quiet pain. You were not made to live in quiet pain. You were made to live in purpose. You were made to grow, to shine, to walk in truth. You were made to love fully and be fully loved in return. So let this be your moment. Let this be the day you stop settling. The day you stop breaking yourself just to hold something together. Let this be the day you stop calling pain love and start calling truth home. You don't need all the answers. You just need the courage to take the next step. You just need to say, I choose me. And when you do, the gates of heaven will open. Help will come. Support will come. New strength will rise within you. You will not walk this road alone. God has seen every tear. Heaven has counted every time you stayed when you should have left. And now, heaven is making a way. Listen to the warning before it becomes a lesson you never asked for. Don't wait for more proof. Don't wait for the next apology. Don't wait for them to finally see your worth. See it now. See it for yourself. Know that you are loved. You are protected. You are being led out. This is heaven's intervention. Not to shame you. Not to scare you. But to save you. To bring you into the fullness of who you are. To bring you back to life. And yes, it will take time. Yes, it will take tears. But each step you take in truth is a step toward freedom. You are walking out of the fire, and you will not come out empty. You will come out wiser, stronger, clearer, and more connected to God than you've ever been. Trust this moment. Trust what you feel deep down. Trust what God has been trying to show you. The doors are opening. The path is clearing. The angels are already ahead of you. You are not too late. You are right on time. And this time, you're walking out not as a victim but as a vessel. Not in confusion but in calling. Not with fear but with faith. This is not just a message. This is a rescue. This is your release. This is your rebirth. You are being led out, not just from something but into something holy. You are being led into truth. Into healing. Into your purpose. Into peace. Walk forward now. One step at a time. Don't look back. Don't doubt what you know. Don't let fear stop your freedom. Trust your soul. Trust your God. Trust the process. You are being led out. The message you've just received is a divine clarion call, a sacred summons to reclaim your soul's sovereignty and step boldly into the life you were destined to live. It is not a mere coincidence that these words have reached you. They are a celestial intervention, a bridge between your heart's quiet whispers and the roaring truth of your divine purpose. As you stand at this crossroads, heaven is not only speaking, it is pleading, urging you to release the chains of manipulation, to unshackle yourself from the illusions that have held you captive, and to walk forward with the courage of a warrior and the grace of a saint. This conclusion is not an end but a beginning, a radiant invitation to embrace your healing, to rediscover your worth, and to align with the boundless love that awaits you. Let this moment mark the turning point where you choose yourself, where you honor the divine light within you, and where you commit to a future that reflects your true essence. As you read these words, let them sink deep into your spirit, igniting a fire of transformation that will guide you through the shadows and into the brilliance of your destiny. The path to freedom begins with a single, courageous step, a step away from the manipulator's carefully crafted web and toward the truth that has been waiting for you all along. This step is not about abandoning love but about redefining it. Love, in its truest form, is not a battlefield where you must fight for scraps of validation. It is not a negotiation where you trade your authenticity for fleeting moments of affection. True love is a sanctuary, a space where your spirit can breathe, where your dreams are nurtured, and where your heart is held with care. The manipulator, with their calculated charm and rehearsed gestures, offered you a counterfeit version of this love, a hollow imitation designed to keep you small. But you are not small. You are a radiant being, created in the image of the divine, with a purpose that burns brighter than any shadow they try to cast over you. As you release their grip, you are not losing love, you are gaining yourself. This journey of liberation is not without its challenges. The manipulator's tactics are gaslighting, minimization, blame shifting, a word designed to erode your confidence, to make you doubt the very instincts that now guide you toward freedom. But those instincts, those divine nudges, are your compass. That discomfort in your chest, that unease that kept you awake at night, was not weakness, it was revelation. It was heaven whispering, this is not your place. This is not your portion. Your angels have been with you through every tear, every moment of self-doubt, and they are with you now, their wings outstretched, ready to guide you into a new chapter. Trust them. Trust yourself. The clarity you've been praying for is here, wrapped in these words, delivered to you as a lifeline from the heart of the divine. Walking away from the manipulator requires courage, but it is not an act of destruction, no, it is an act of creation. You are creating space for healing, for growth, for relationships that honor your worth. You are creating a life where you no longer walk on eggshells, where you no longer shrink to fit someone else's narrative. This act of walking away is not about proving American point or seeking revenge. It is about reclaiming your dignity, your peace, and your divine right to thrive. The manipulator may try to pull you back with tears, promises, or grand gestures, but you now see through the performance. A moment of kindness does not erase a pattern of harm. A temporary change does not equate to genuine repentance. Your soul knows the difference between a partner who cherishes you and a puppeteer who seeks to control you. As you step into this new season, know that you are not alone. The same angels who stood by you in your pain are now guarding the gates of your future. They are not passive observers, so they are active participants in your liberation, guiding you toward connections that reflect the love you deserve. These connections will not confuse you or diminish you. They will clarify you, expand you, and celebrate you. They will feel like peace, not chaos. They will inspire joy, not fear. This is the love heaven has always intended for you, a love that mirrors the divine, a love that feels like home. The pain of letting go may feel overwhelming at times. There will be moments when you miss the illusion, when your heart aches for the person the manipulator pretended to be. These feelings are natural, but they are not truths. They are echoes of the emotional trap you are now escaping. Let them pass like clouds across a vast sky, knowing that they cannot define you. Do not return to what hurt you simply because it feels familiar. Familiarity is not safety, it is often a cage disguised as comfort. Your destiny is not tethered to the past, it is calling you forward, into a future where you are seen, valued, and free. This freedom is not a distant dream, it is your birthright. You were never meant to beg for love, to barter your worth for approval, or to diminish your light to make someone else feel powerful. You were created to shine, to create, to love with a heart that is whole and unencumbered. The manipulator's agenda was to dim that light, to twist your dreams into tools for their control. But their agenda has failed. You are awakening. You are rising. You are remembering who you are, a beloved child of the divine, a vessel of purpose, a bearer of light that no one can extinguish. This moment is your divine reset. It is the chapter where you stop surviving and start thriving. It is the season where you trade trauma for truth, where you exchange bondage for boundless possibility. Heaven is not asking you to fight a war or to prove your worth, it is asking you to walk in it. To walk in the truth that you are enough, that you are worthy, that you are loved beyond measure. This walk is not about perfection, it is about progress. It is about choosing yourself, day after day, until the weight of the manipulator's lies falls away and you stand tall in your divine identity. As you move forward, surround yourself with those who reflect the love you are rediscovering within yourself. Seek out communities that uplift you, mentors who guide you, and friends who celebrate you. These are the people who will walk with you, not to control you, but to cheer you on. They will not compete with your purpose, they will protect it. They will not make you feel smaller, they will remind you of your greatness. This is the tribe heaven is preparing for you, the circle of light that will amplify your own. Healing is not a straight line. There will be days when the wounds feel fresh, when the manipulator's voice echoes in your mind, accusing you of being too much or not enough. On those days, return to this message. Return to the truth that you are not broken, you are awakening. return to the divine assurance that you are loved, protected, and led. Write these truths on your heart. Speak them to your reflection. Let them become the anthem of your liberation. The manipulator's greatest fear is your freedom. They thrived on your doubt, your silence, your willingness to stay small. But you are no longer silent. You are no longer small. You are a force, a flame, a divine creation stepping into her power. And as you step, know that heaven is cheering. Your angels are singing. The universe is aligning to support you. Every tear you've shed has watered the soil of your new beginning. Every prayer you've whispered has been heard. Every moment of courage has been celebrated. This is not the end of your story, it is the beginning of your triumph. It is the moment where you stop begging to be seen and start walking in your divine visibility. It is the chapter where you build a life that honors your spirit, where you create from a place of wholeness, where you love from a heart that is free. This is your time to rise, not in anger or fear, but in wisdom, in peace, in unshakable dignity. You are not hard to love. You were simply offered love with a hidden agenda. Now, you are being offered something: wholeness, alignment, truth. This is the love that begins within you, the love that radiates from a soul that knows its worth. This is the love that attracts relationships of mutual respect, partnerships of shared purpose, and connections that feel like divine appointments. This is the love that transforms you, not by breaking you down, but by building you up. As you embrace this truth, let it inspire you to act. Trust your soul's knowing. Take that first step, whether it's setting a boundary, seeking support, or simply saying no to what no longer serves you. Each step is a declaration of your worth, a testament to your resilience, a prayer answered in motion. And as you move, know that you are not alone. The divine is with you. Your angels are with you. A community of souls, seen and unseen, is with you, rooting for your victory. This message is your sign, your confirmation, your heavenly alarm. It is the clarity you've been seeking, the strength you've been praying for, the love you've been longing for. It is heaven's intervention, delivered to you with urgency and care, to pull you back from the edge of a lesson you were never meant to learn. Listen to the warning. Honor the truth. Step into your freedom. And now, beloved soul, we invite you to share this moment with others. If these words have stirred your heart, if they have awakened your spirit or affirmed your truth, please like and comment below. Your voice matters. Your story matters. By sharing your thoughts, your reflections, or even a simple word of resonance, you become a beacon for others who are still searching for their own clarity. Your courage to engage, to connect, to declare "I am awakening" can inspire someone else to take their first step toward freedom. Let's create a ripple effect of healing, a chorus of voices rising together, proclaiming that we are loved, we are protected, and we are led. Like and comment now, not just for yourself, but for the soul who needs to know they are not alone. Together, we rise.